gentlemen, you're welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to look at commercial chin business. The formula that is going to give you mega profit. We're going to look at it critically and explore. I'm going to break down step by step. But let's begin with this question. Have you observed that every superstore in the city has a lot of chin brands? A lot. Every day when you get there, you see different bottles, different packages and packaging brands of chin. Every day, everywhere. Now, the second question is, if it is not profitable, how come even big brands, big names are venturing into chin business? Today, I'm going to give you a free recipe and we're going to discuss some big tips that will aid high omega profitability in the business. Stick to the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe, drop your comment, please click the like button. Having said that, let's go straight to the video. Now, our recipe today is just 1 kg. That way, you'll be able to multiply everything here by 2 and you have 2 kg recipe. You'll be able to multiply by 5 and you have a recipe for 5 kg of flour. I hope you get the gist. So, if you multiply everything here, if you want to bake or fry chin for, let's say, about 10 kg of flour, you want to start the business and want to start with 10 kg. That day, want to produce 10 kg. All you need to do is flour 10 kg, salt 10 grams times 10, baking powder the amount times 10. Now, on my whiteboard, I have some empty boxes that I do not include anything because these are points that we are going to discuss before we include the quantity. That is one of the reasons you should stick till the end of this video. Now, let's go. Let's take the journey. First of all, the flour is 1 kg. Remember, we have corn flour here. This will aid the crunchiness and flakiness of the chin. Now, a lot of people will increase the quantity of butter and the quantity of egg to get the flakiness and crunchiness that they desire. But in this class, we are looking at the shortcut, low-cost recipe, yet you have good, tasty, and crunchy chin. So we're going to use this in place of excess of butter and other things. Now let's look at it. So we have 1 kg of flour, for instance. If you want to give a trial, you want to try this recipe, start with the 1 kg. The salt should be 10 kg. Are you with me? Now, baking powder. I have something to tell you here. If your baking powder is too much, you may think that it will make it very crunchy. No. When baking powder is too much in your chin, it will aid oil soaking. It will make your chin to absorb oil, and that is not good. When people, when your customers buy your chin, there should be no trace of oil at all. As a matter of fact, there are some factories, there are some companies, there are some big names that are baking chin in order to remove that oil. Now, another disadvantage is that if the oil is absorbed during frying excessively, it will reduce the shelf life of your chin. So, one of the first lessons you should learn in this video is the baking powder should not be too much. You have to use the required amount. Now, for this recipe, we're going to use just 5 grams of baking powder, or 4 grams of baking powder will do the job. Having said that, let's proceed. Now, I prefer milk powder to condensed milk or other liquid milks. The reason is that in chin business, if you use liquid milk, it will also affect the shelf life of your product. Okay, so you have to use less. I recommend that you use powdered milk. Now, in your flavor combination, if you want to produce milky chin, then the flavor also should be powdered. Okay, so for flavor, it should be powdered. Though we are coming to this, I just want to give you this link so that you get the point clear. So for our milk powder, we're going to use 30 grams of milk so that our chin will be milky. Okay, and then for egg, others may tell you that you should use about 4 eggs, but I am reducing it to 2 eggs. 1 also can do the job, but let's just use 2. So we have 2 eggs. Okay, so for eggs we have 2. For butter, this is another game. Here I want to explain something. anything you are frying, ranging from chin-chin, donuts, buns, and other things that you fry, if you lavish the butter, you just waste and increase the cost of production, because oil is going to definitely interact with the butter and they are similar. So there is no point lavishing butter, thinking that the more butter you put, the more delicious your product will be. When it comes to anything that you are frying, lavishing butter is wastage. Okay, so for butter, in this case, since there is no point of lavishing the butter, we are going to use 70 grams. We are going to use 70 grams of butter. We are going to use 70 grams of butter. You can increase it if you wish. It will not spoil anything. But I just explained why it should be 70 for now. Okay? So for the flavor, I told you earlier that you should look for, if you want it to be milky, chin-chin, you can use your powdered flavor. There are milky powdered flavor that you can get. Now, so for the flavor, if it is powdered, we can use about 10 grams, okay? And it will do the job. Let's look at water. For water, I have to put it in grams so that you'll be able to weigh it and get accurate quantity of water. So for water, we can actually use 290 to 370 grams. For water, we can actually use 290 to 370 grams of water. So you just put it in a plate, weigh it, and get the recommended quantity. Let's look at sugar. I intentionally did not include sugar on this table. So for sugar, we can use 120 grams of sugar, so as to give you that sweetness. Now let's come to corn flour. Most of the cookies you eat that are so flaky and melt in mouth, there is 50% of corn flour, because corn flour does not have gluten. And so when you use it in mixing any other flour, it helps reduce the gluten formation that makes it elastic or strong. You get the point. And so for 1 kg of flour, we are going to use, this could be all-purpose flour or hard flour. So for this, we are going to use about 100 to 150 grams of corn flour. This will enable you to, will make your chin-chin to be flaky and chewy. Now you can see from on this table I have 315 degrees centigrade of oil as flash point. What I mean by flash point, if you can Google it and search, you see that flash point means that point of, when you hit your oil, that point that the oil is about to catch flame is called flash point. If you fry at that point, you will not have good result. There is possibility that it will burn. There is possibility the color will not be good. And so the best temperature for your frying should be about, I have to paint some part, okay? Let me let this part go, okay? The flour go. So for the best temperature for frying, you set your oil, you heat it to about 170 to 190 degrees centigrade, okay? And then you now pour in your butter or your dough, the raw chin-chin, so that you fry at this temperature. It will give you a better quality and color. Another thing that you should note is that if you pour in too much, it will definitely lower the temperature of your oil, thereby making your chin-chin to absorb oil, which is not good. When you pour in too much of the chin-chin inside the oil, it will lower the temperature. Add it gradually. You add the first one, fry it off, and add again. Don't just pack all and pour in. It will lower the temperature and make your chin-chin to absorb oil, thereby reducing the quality of your product. Thank you for watching. In our next video, we are going to calculate the cost of production and profitability of chin-chin business. It's a lucrative business. It's a very valuable business to step in and make more money. It's only in this channel that you will see this type of deep analysis. Why not subscribe? Click the like button so that the algorithm will suggest this video to more persons. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video. Remain blessed. Jesus loves you.